Happy New Year, guys. I'm happy to be back on this space. So last year we had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of wins and losses, but we are grateful to be here. So let's pick up from where we stopped. This time we're going to be doing something different. This is not a tutorial. This is 7 things I wish I knew before I started my fashion business. Let's get down to it. 7 things I wish I knew before starting my fashion business. Number 1, people wear brands, not clothes. Number 2, structure makes business easier. Number 3, lowering prices does not attract customers. Number 4, everybody cannot be your customer. Number 5, invest in learning and upgrade. Number 6, start creating and stop copying. And finally, number 7, build a bankable business. So people wear brands, not clothes. People want to be identified, they want to be noticed, and they want to be associated with a certain kind of status. So they are not just wearing clothes to cover their body. They are wearing clothes to belong to a level of class. They are wearing clothes to belong to a particular status. And they're also wearing clothes to be seen and to be respected and recognized. Let's take, for instance, if Davido happens to release a fashion brand right now or release a fashion collection, so many of us will want to have at least one of his pieces, especially if it's a unisex piece. Each and every one of us will want to have something from Davido, right? So that's what I mean. So building a personal brand helps you to create a certain identity that people will want to be associated with, that people want to be seen wearing. So this is why you should be intentional about building a personal brand and not just focusing on your business. Build a personal brand alongside your fashion business. So moving on to number 2, structure makes business easier. When there are structures and systems in your business, as a fashion business owner, your work goes smoothly even in your absence. For instance, you as a business owner, you're the only one making the clothes, you're the only one delivering the clothes, you're the one responding to social media messages, and you're still the same person going for deliveries, going for whatever it is. It will make you burn out. You burn out easily and you will not be able to assimilate and even be creative as a fashion business owner. So here is how to set quick structure in your business. What you have to do is that gather the people around you and delegate tasks to them. A day in the life of a fashion designer, what are the things you ought to do? You're to cut your clothes, you're to make so and so clothes, then go for deliveries, then respond to social media messages. All these tasks, group them on a sheet of paper and delegate them to the trusted people around you. Before you delegate any task to anyone around you, you have to be sure that there is clarity in communication. You have to be sure that everyone understands what to do and how to do it so that the work can go seamlessly even in your absence. You may be thinking, I'm just a small business owner. When do I set structures? Let me do things on my own before I get to set structures. No, you can even set structures as a small business owner. All you need to do is start with the people around you. Delegate little tasks to people around you and make sure they do it well and report to you at the end of the day. So you don't have to wait till when you have a big business. You don't have to wait till eternity before you structure your business. Start now and do it right now. So you may be thinking that as a small business owner, I've not employed anyone, I don't have anyone around me and all. This takes me back to when I started. Anyone that comes around, I'm delegating something to you. I remember when my mom came all the way from, because I was making clothes from home, she came all the way and she came to visit me. And then I had others, I had things I had to do. All I needed to do was tell her, Mommy, please, this thing, be doing this. And I had to make sure she understood what I asked her to do. I think that was to iron clothes or so. I taught her how to fold the clothes and how to iron the clothes while I just focused on other things I needed to do. So you don't have to wait till you have a big team. You can actually delegate to even your friend that came to visit you. It's not bad. Or your sister or any family member that is around you. That is how you avoid being burnt out. as a small fashion business owner. You don't have to wait till you have a big brand to structure your business. Do it right now. Lowering your prices does not attract customers. Here are the 3 things that attract customers. Number 1, your personality. Number 2, your creativity. Number 3, your services. How do you service these customers? Just as I spoke on my first point, I said build a personal brand alongside your business. People want to relate with you individually because of your influence, because of your values, because of, let's say, your charisma and all. People want to be recognized with somebody that has a certain kind of perception around their business. So work on building that for your business. Creativity. People come to meet you. People choose you because they've seen how creative you are. They've seen your works, they've seen your sketches, they've seen your designs, and they want something like that. So that is why they come to meet you. So lowering your price will not attract them. It will not attract them. It's what they see, the value that they see you're giving off is what attracts them, not your prices. For number 3, I talked about services. How do you service these customers? Do you make them feel special, or do you just allow them to just do you just leave them to create the vibe on their own? No, you have to create services that makes these customers feel special. It could be anything. It could be even be the little things like giving them water when they come for fittings or whatever it is, or little things like asking for their favorite music and playing it while they do their fittings. Things like that creates memories, and it will help you, and it will also attract customers. So reducing your price, my sister, is not going to help you do anything. Moving on to number 4, everybody cannot be your customer. The moment you start understanding personalities, people and their different personalities, that is when you know that everybody cannot be your customer. So why do I say this? As a fashion designer, you should pick a niche and focus solely on that niche, at least for the first 5 years of your business. With time, you can diversify and do other things. But for a start, pick a niche. Why is it that you cannot sew for everybody? Here is why. People have different personalities. Let's use music for instance. Some people love rap music, right? Why some people love classic music? Why some people love Afro music? These different people are shaped with their experiences in life. They are shaped with their life experiences that makes them tilt towards a certain kind of thing. So as a fashion business owner, when you pick a niche, it helps you attract your own audience. So the best thing to do is to pick a niche. For instance, you say, okay, I want to major on bridals. Stay steady in your bridals. Make the wedding dresses. Do collections with the wedding dresses and all. Let people see you for a bridal designer that you are. Then when you get known in that, you can now tilt. Or you're just beginning your fashion brand and you don't want to do anything too serious, you can start with ready to wear. Let people understand that, okay, well, these are the kind of ready to wear I do. Is it ashoke? Is it this? Is it that? Whatever it is, just make it unique to your style, and the people that are your audience, the people that are your customers will find you. They will tilt towards you, they will find you, and they will patronize you in ways you cannot imagine. So this is one of the things I really wish I knew when I started my fashion business. Instead of jumping from one niche to the other, I would have just focused on one thing, emphasized on that one thing, do that one thing very, very well, and people will tilt towards me. But now I know better, and I'm doing exactly just that. I'm majoring my business on traditional bridals, not just all bridals, traditional bridals, and this will help me help people that want that particular type of vibe to find me. Things like George, Aboma, Achalugo, Ashebi, I just focused on that niche, and I'm trying to do my best at that niche, and I'm seeing good results. Invest in learning and upgrade. Now, this is not just for you alone, but for also your team members, everyone around you, everyone working with you. So why do you have to invest? Why do you have to learn new things? Why do you have to upgrade your skill? As a fashion designer, if you don't upgrade your skill, you become outdated. I know so many fashion designers, they are still in the same spot where they were as at 10 years ago. They are still in the same spot. Why is this? They refuse to learn the new styles coming out. They refuse to invest in their learning. They refuse to invest in their skill. Okay, so you may be thinking, okay, so I want to upgrade. How do I do this? It's simple. We're all on YouTube. We have YouTube on our phones. There are styles that you see. You should challenge yourself. You should see styles and say, okay, let me try this out. That's how to invest in learning. You get on your phone, get those videos, and try to learn whatever you're seeing there. Try to do even better than what you see, and keep practicing it constantly. Don't wait for a customer to bring that challenging dress to you before you try it out. You should actually try it out, try your skill out, and see what it comes out at. Another way to invest in learning is through upgrade. Go for master classes, go for workshops, seminars. And now when I say go for master classes, I don't mean just master classes about corset masterclass and that's also very good. That's one thing you should consider going for. But I also mean classes, workshops about business. Don't restrict yourself to just your skill. You want to learn for just your skill. You want to learn how to do this, how to sew corset, how to do this. Those things are very beautiful, all excellent, perfect. But you also have to go for classes, seminars about sales, about business, and about all those things that's going to help you, right? There are so many skills we need to learn as fashion designers that is going to help us. There are different skills you need to learn. Invest in learning how to communicate, invest in learning how to close sales, invest in learning how to understand people, human psychology, how to relate with people. Those things will help you while growing your fashion business. Start creating and stop copying. Why do I say so? So many fashion designers now want to just copy verbatim what they see on Instagram. They see a Vicky James dress and they want to copy exactly what's there. They see a Tubo dress and they want to copy exactly what's there. As a fashion designer, you should be more intentional about creating your own style. These designs here you will find on Instagram and the rest can only be an inspiration. So when you get a design, what you can do, get the design and add your own spice to it. Remember what I mentioned in the previous point, that people come to you for your creativity. So when they know that, okay, I trust this person to deliver this style to me, you can add something that makes it different, makes it you, something that brings out the whole unique vibe that your business gives. So that is why you should pay more attention to trying to create instead of copying verbatim. I know some people want to like prove a point that yes, I can make this, I can make it. But if you can make that, then you can even do better. That's what I believe. So as a fashion designer, your creative mind should be able to take from that image you're seeing and add to it and even be more creative instead of copying verbatim. And now number 7, which brings us to the final thing I wish I knew before starting my fashion business. Build a bankable business. What is a bankable business? A bankable business is a business that has all its cash flow in the registered business account of that particular business. While starting your business, you go to CAC and you register whether as an enterprise or as an LLC or as an LTD, whatever it is. Then you go to the bank and open a business account. You see, that business account should be the only business account you should be using for that your business. Don't ever try to like tell someone to pay to your personal account. Doing this will give you an opportunity for grants, for investors, and for whatever you've actually been dreaming about. I had my business account, right? And I also had my personal account. And I also had Piggyvest. I love Piggyvest a lot. I use Piggyvest, right? So here is what happened. I had my fashion students paying their tuition fees to my Piggyvest account, right? While my business account was suffering. It was a registered business account for the business, but there were no funds going into it. The funds were going to PiggyVest and my personal account. Why? What was my complaint? I was saying my banks were always charging me. I had extra charges and my banks were always charging me. But that was not the point. Later on, I realized that I had no evidence of my business transactions, and when I wanted to apply for grants and investors, I couldn't have any written down account, any record or any financial statement that could prove that my business was actually making money. You see? So now, what did I do? I had to go back to my bank and start making sure every payment that was done in my business was done to the business account. But at that point, it was already late for me. So as a business owner, I know you have your personal account, I know you have your PiggyVest, which is very good for savings, and I know you also have your business account. Your business account should be used for every payment paid to your business. Every registration, every payment for your business should go into the business account. This will help you to keep records, to know what your cash flow system is, how much money comes into the business and how much money have left the business, so that you have an idea of what your business is actually making annually, monthly, or thereafter. So with all this being said, building a bankable business is actually very important, especially now that the tax system in Nigeria is being active, right? So as a business owner, you should pay attention to that. So guys, these are the 7 things I wish I knew before starting my fashion business. So do it now if you don't want 2026 to pass like 2025 did. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Am I supposed to do like this?